She occupies so much space in my mind, dude. I woke up from the dream. Fast forward, it's 5 now. Just look at that, that's the outside. Just look at that, dude. It's the morning time. Wow. She occupies so much time, so much space in my head. That I just woke up from a dream. Well, I was with her, dude. So I thought I could maybe speak about it for a little bit. And this is right after I made the video. Hey guys, it's Wittes back with another one. The phone, it didn't die. What happened was the space ran out. Yeah, when I was trying to record that, and I realized like 5 seconds after the video cut off that, the phone stopped recording. Because I still had a video on my phone that I needed to upload onto YouTube. Namely the Up for Grabs video. So the reason I didn't upload it early and then delete it to make space was because my phone died. So yeah, ultimately it's because my phone died. Anyway, yeah, it's what time is it now? It's 12. It's 10 now. 12 past 10. And yeah, I was umming and ahhing a little bit, not intensely about making this video because, man, it's just another video where I talk about this girl. I did say I'm in the arc. I'm in the Johannesburg girly arc, but is it really necessary? I don't know. This is the first time I've dreamt of her, I guess. Probably induced by the fact that I've been dwelling on her so much, like in my day-to-day life. It's not like some out of the blue vision or whatever. It's because like actively I think of this girl very much, so subconsciously she emerged in my dream last night. It's a beautiful day. Look at that. Beautiful. Did you see that? Beautiful day. Yeah. Let me just charge my laptop. Not my laptop, but charge the laptop. Shout out Graham, dude. You're my brother for life. He lent me this PC at a time when I needed a PC the most, dude. Because you'll remember I sold it to fund the full physical stuff. So I'm a bless him, dude. I have been trying to bless him. According to my capacity. I've sent him like a bit of cash to. I essentially commissioned him to make some artwork because he's really skilled, very talented in that department, so yeah, I do want to scale up myself essentially and then just help out my homies accordingly to the scale, to the proportion that I'm at, so shout out Graham, bro. I appreciate that. I'm just gonna play some music in the background, I guess. Yeah, this girl, dude, she occupies so much time, so much space in my head, bro. It's not cool, dude. I haven't felt this way about a real potential, love interest. I'll tell you about the dream in just a moment. I'm trying to find a playlist. It's gonna have ads. I don't have an ad block on this one. Imagine being able to build. There we go. First thing you see when you open YouTube is an ad. I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Dude. Actually, I'm not a huge fan of whenever music is playing in the background because it distracts me a bit. So maybe let me just turn it down a bit once more. So yeah, I guess I just kind of want to occupy some sound in my room because I want people listening in. Everything I ever wanted to. Every day I dial your number, I just never make the call. On the air so I can contemplate the fall. Did you forget you said forever when I asked how long you stay? You know, yeah, tongue tied by my free throw. Good song, good song. Haven't completely dived into the band, but they've got an audience. You don't need me to hop on. That's a mentality that I uphold. Just to spare myself the need to dive into a particular thing. I'll just go, they've got motion, you know, they don't need me on board. Yeah, I don't have to quote unquote waste my time or spend my time getting into them and subsequently supporting them, you know, by either consuming their, you know, material or whatever, dude, you know. Yeah, back to the dream. Golly, man. So boom, I'm in Johannesburg. I'm sat there with her and her boyfriend, and we're in like an environment that is quite pleasant. And I noticed that because in my day-to-day life, whenever I think Johannesburg, I just think the worst environments possible. I just think how you have to tiptoe if you wanna, you know, be in an area that is not a direct threat to your life or whatever, or your well-being. So I noticed that was a big takeaway from the video, that the environment was pleasant and we were just chilling outside, dude. Just chilling outside during the daytime. Like, it was kind of as pleasant in terms of like the weather and the sky and whatnot as this day is, you know. Chilling outside. Then at a point we went in the house, like all three of us. And I just couldn't I just couldn't look at her for too long, you know. I was mostly looking at her, like her guy, for two reasons. Because I don't want to weird them out, and secondly, like I said, I basically just, yeah. Firstly, because I don't want them to get the idea that I've got the feels for her or whatever. And then secondly, because, yeah, like I said, she's like goddess kind of status right now for me. Only swimming in the pool, only swimming in the pool. All these sharks in the pool, only swimming in the pool, all these swimming in the pool. All these sharks in the pool. Sleepy dog. I feel like like a radio station, a radio presenter or whatever. I should do that. That would be like a quirky, nice little spin on radio, wouldn't it? Like just talking throughout, and then mid conversation, like midpoint, you just play the music for a little bit. You play the music for a little bit, your favorite part of the song maybe, and then once that's done, you just get back to your point. That'd be unique, you know. It'd be weird, but it'd be fresh, man. Yeah, I put a lot of emphasis on freshness. Something different for once, you know? Yeah, so, yeah, we're inside there in the dream. I noticed that she gained like a little weight because of like 3 years went past. And you can expect that to be the case. But then when I woke up, I was like, holy smokes, she's even nicer than she was in the dream. Very rarely that's the case where like something in reality is better than, you know, its version in the dream. or one of its versions in a dream or whatever. Golly, dude. Flipping hell, I screwed it, dude. Shit. Only swimming in the pool, only swimming in the pool, only sharks in the pool, only sharks in the pool, only swimming in the pool, only swimming in the pool, only sharks in the pool. You know? Yeah, dude. Flip. At times I'll think about how, say in the case of her splitting with a boyfriend, right? And then I make my move towards her. I think about how that'll look. I think about how it'll basically come across as, she'll basically come across as this girl who's just like indiscriminately in you get what I'm trying to say. What was the word? Indiscriminatorily attracted to black guys. You know, it's gonna seem like that. People are gonna catch on like, wait, is this your second black dude? What's going on? Do you actually like these dudes, or do you have like a type or whatever? It's gonna seem like that in the event that we link, you know. It's gonna come across as that. It's gonna come across as if she's just hopping between dudes, just hopping between brothers. Because not because they've got any kind of desirable aspects or like desirable or good characteristics or good traits, but because of the mere fact that she's got a type or whatever. It's gonna seem like that. I guess I'd assure her that that is indication that you are, you know, careful and you're not just hopping between dudes, you know. I hate this life sometimes, dude. Maybe that isn't even like a concern. Maybe in Johannesburg, things aren't as, you know, close-minded as like the rest of the world, I guess. Can't reach out to you like I did before. I found myself drifting away from her. I found myself drifting away from her. Adventures reach out to you. Love this song. I hope you can hear this music. Love this band. This is like their spin-off band. Their main band is called Code Orange, I think, and on there they make like heavier music, which I'm not like super keen on. I'm not keen on their heavy music. I liked it better when they did this kind of very emo stuff. You know, this is another song of theirs. Maybe I should change it. Yeah, I'm afraid it's gonna come across like the skeptics. I mean, not the skeptics, but the optics of that, and the skeptics as well. I guess are gonna be like giving her dirty looks or whatever. Say that they know her, they know her personal life. Is gonna come across as if she's this, you know. I don't know, man. I don't even know what that term would be. There shouldn't be terms, dude. There should just be like people loving people. You know. Do you remember all the time is coming again? Oh, you're gonna go now. The quiet is like I told you back on. Stray Line is the band. It's by a dude named Ian, a guitarist named Ian. So he's got a YouTube channel. His YouTube videos are cool. Yeah, I should have never played music because I'm just gonna mumble along to the words. Yeah, the dream wasn't very expansive. It was just that. It was just me in her presence at it, and me trying not to gaze in her eyes, but rather looking at her guy, just so I don't give the both of them an idea that I'm interested in her, because I'm trying to prolong my time around her and maybe gradually, steadily win her over. And I'm hope and pray, which is disgusting, for cracks to form within her relationship. And once they completely shatter the relationship, I swoop in. Maybe not swoop in, but then by then our relationship will have naturally developed to a point where it's you know, it'll be possible for us to, you know, become that kind of relationship, to transform into that kind of relationship, the very intimate kind of relationship. I love this song. So yeah, that was the dream, dude. I woke up fucked up. It's possible. It's very probable that in the grand scheme of things, I won't land her, right? I'm bearing that in mind. I'm not crazy. I'm not completely, you know, disillusioned, right? I just pray to God that in the case of me just moving on and finding a girlie that I develop feelings for, similar to how I've developed feelings for her, I just don't, and I said this previously in the other video, I just don't keep thinking about her or whatever. Because you'll remember the very, very early videos where I started talking about how I've got a great interest in this girl. I was reluctant to propose my feelings as romantic or intimate towards her. You know, you'll remember that. That's if you've been keeping up with this arc. And then as the time went on, I don't want to use the word convinced, but then I've kind of pretty much just, and I don't want to use the word decided either. I kind of just felt, I guess, that my feelings were that, and then I just had to come to terms with them. So I kind of hope that in the event of me moving on, the way that I feel towards her my feelings towards her can either subside, or I can realize just what they are. because I'm a strong point that I keep reiterating in these videos is that I am unresolved. I'm unresolved. I can't 100% say to you with absolute certainty that because you again, do you remember that I didn't at all feel like. But then this could be that this could very well be because a lot of my feelings were repressed. I'm not gonna deny that possibility, but I didn't feel that I needed to hold her hand or hug her or whatever. You know, I didn't feel that way, or it wasn't completely apparent that I felt that way just then, just yet. Why did the music cut now? The network is buns. So yeah, I hope I can just feel. I can have a sense of closure, and closure is a bit sad. It's got like a melancholic connotation to it, because that's the word that a lot of people use whenever they want to close a chapter on a negative sort of thing that's happened to them. Whereas I'd rather not use that word. I'd rather use, the word resolve, because with I just like it better. It doesn't have that negative connotation. I'm resolved. I'm solved, dude. I'm solved. In the case of me finding resolve, I'm complete, and I know where I stand. You think that I should know where I stand right now because she's got a man, but I told you, dude. This is how I met your mother. This is how I met your mother. It's never as simple as it seems. This is Musica, a Japanese band. I hope I'm saying that alright. I hope that I'm saying that correctly. Okay, as soon as it starts doing this, I need to cut it off entirely. Yeah, saw my text. She didn't respond to it. Low-key, I spoke about all of this stuff. Just to remind you, my text was, I've decided to take, since you brought it up, I've decided to take obviously I didn't say that, but then I'm just making it clear to you that she brought it up. I've decided to take the the guitar stuff in the commercial direction, but enough about that. That's not what I said either. I'm just letting you know that I kept it brief. I didn't go on and on about it. I was pretty much just answering her question as barely as I could. And then I went on. I was like, okay, your dude that you brought up. I noticed that he follows my goat, my homie, a homie of mine on Instagram. Ask him, man, ask him if he remembers Megamind. And I guess she saw that and she thought, that's enough from this dude. To be fair to her, she's probably got like a billion dudes like trying to shoot her shot with her, man, because again, she's just one of those lovely people that you can't pass up, dude. You can't pass people like that up. I keep crucifying myself for that. You can't pass people like that up. I've got a billion excuses, I know. I know I have a billion excuses that I've spoken about thoroughly in the videos before. 1,000,000,001 excuses. All of them could be valid, dude, but I'm just so done with excuses. They could all be valid, but they could all be valid, those excuses. But you didn't even try, dude. You know? Don't say that you tried by sending TikToks or Instagram reels, because that's not trying. I really wish the song was playing. Don't say you were trying, because you weren't, bro. Plenty of fish in the sea, sure, but it better not constantly eat at you the fact that I don't want to say that I turned it down. That's definitely what I didn't do. But you certainly didn't hold up your end of whatever it was that she might have been trying to establish. Flipping hell, dude. Like how much more do you need girls to be, forward, dude? She initiated everything. From the pictures to the Instagrams, I think, to the chats, all 4 days. How much more blatant do you need someone to be, dude? She started everything. You could not hold up your end of the weight. And now the weight is crumbling onto you 3 years after the fact. Because you chose to repress how you felt and pass it off as mere interaction and not something that could have grown into something special, whether it be intimate or just friendly. This person could have been your friend. Now it's clear, both to you and to her, that you're trying to rekindle a spark. And it's embarrassing now. On so many fronts. Fronts that she's aware of, fronts that she's not aware of. These videos. I go on for hours and hours talking about this person. It hurts now. All because you don't want to look like the idiot who sort of tries to establish something because you're afraid of rejection or whatever the case is. God, dude. Get a grip, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? And don't try to blame your low self-confidence again. Don't try to blame your self-esteem again. Because you've been told time and time again that you're not bad. You're not as bad as you make yourself seem to be. You've been told by people that you've been among that from time to time. You've been checked out. You just don't want to believe it because you don't think it's the truth. Because you've painted yourself to be this undesirable person in your own head. Come on, dude. Come on. And it's not getting any cuter now. You're 23 now. And you're only getting older.